So just another quick vid. This part is a pain in the ass for most of these first gen celica guys. It's a pain in the butt because right there where my tape is, it cracks. I think just people take them apart, they forget to do a screw, it snaps off, and all of a sudden it's broke. It's so hard to find these pieces for these cars now. They don't make them anymore. You can't get them genuine from Toyota, I don't believe. If you could, I guess people would be buying them. But yeah, that goes over the steering wheel column, and this part here, which is like the L shape of the lower dash piece, which is up on the bench over there, this L shape is what snaps off all the time. And I didn't know what I was going to do with mine. I did not have the corner. I asked around and I went to some people's places and had a look at their parts, which is really the only way of doing it. You got to just ask around on forums and whatever information you can find. And I managed to find this corner piece. He just had it sitting around, literally a snapped off corner piece. So that's exactly what I need. Now the cuts, or the snapped part, was not quite perfect. Didn't line up exactly where mine broke, but it was so close. So I thought, I'm going to repair it. So I just kind of scuffed up the crack, made it semi-fit. So it was kind of flush. I've fiberglassed the join. So now I'm just kind of waiting on this fiberglassing to set just a little bit more. This part's already completely set. I did that yesterday. This one is still drying, so I can move it around and it's fine. It's not going to flex or anything. But yeah, once that's sorted, I then just have to fill the gap, which I did make. I just trimmed it a little bit too much, but it does work flush there. I got to fill that gap with something and then give this whole piece a clean up and a good sand down, take the pieces back out of here and sort them out because I'm probably not going to use that. It's kind of broke. Take the vents out. So this originally was off a brown plastic celica and I'm connecting it to the black one. Someone has already painted this black. I'm going to have to redo it. I might use a bit of plastic primer before painting it because I don't want this happening in my dash. But yeah, I was really, really lucky to find this piece. I hope you guys can find it as well if you're lucky enough. If not, you will have to try and find a whole separate section. It is hard to do, but you know, without it, the car looks a bit horrible. So that's one of the sucky things. If you've got one at home that you're not using, man, stick it up on a forum. Somebody will take it. They're like gold, these things. So yeah, nearly repaired. Right, it is time to go get a few more celica parts. I've got a front chin, spoiler, splitter, stone guard, whatever it is, to pick up off a gentleman down near me. He's got a few other parts. I don't exactly know what, but we'll see. And if I need them, I'll grab them. We'll come back home, put them on the car. First piece is the little plastic Grille piece that goes over the windscreen wiper housing in front of the window. So this actually still has the little sprayers installed in them, which is a very hard part to find. He had a few other pieces there that didn't have the sprayers, but I need the sprayers. So, I've got a bolt in there that has to come out. But anywho, that will live in there, tucked back a little bit because I haven't taken the bolt out yet. So I got that bit. What else did I grab off him? The front stone guard splitter, whatever. I don't know what it is. I'm just going to call it a front chin spoiler, but this piece, it's in really good condition. It is all primed with etched primer already. It's got a bit of dust and stuff on it, but I'll probably give it another go over just for the sake of it. I didn't have this piece and I couldn't work out the fitment of intercooler, etc., etc. Until this bit goes on. then we can play from there. But yeah, I can't wait for this to be in place. It's going to be awesome. Oops, scratching my bumper. But yeah, she's straight. It's awesome. It'll work. I also picked up the chrome trim pieces for the roof, which is awesome. I'm still considering blacking out all of the chrome pieces just because they're a bit rough. The ones I have are not in the best condition. And once you go black, you don't go back, apparently. So I'll see what it looks like with all the chromes on. I can always take them off later and black them out, but we'll see. I'm still not sure. Still got to get the rubbers for in here, which I'll get off the interballs at some point. The fuel tank, I've got to have a look inside it. I've been rinsing it with vinegar for a week. It's not as fast of a process of what is it, muriatic acid or something is, but it is pretty crap down there. I can't really show you much now, but see if I can get the light in there on the video. It's got so much crap in there, it's ridiculous. Yeah. Nope. Turn the light on. There we go. Look at that. Look at the goodness. This is it's just disgusting in there. So all of that has to come out. There's the vinegar soaking. It's done a 50% job. I'm kind of 50% happy with it. But that needs to be cleaned up. And then I did receive some goodies in the mail. So this is the fuel pump from a VE Commodore, which is going to get installed into my fuel tank. So once I cut this nice big access hole here, I'll be able to get my arm in and clean out that fuel tank a lot better. I cannot get in there right now, it's impossible. So the next job is fitting the fuel pump. Looking forward to it because I want to get this thing started. Oh, and there's an O-ring in here that fits the lip of this. I also have a fellow on Facebook sending me the metal flanges that need to be welded onto the fuel tank so I can actually fit this in. It's the bottom piece and the top piece, and they squish together to keep this in place. So yeah, wish me luck. It's chrome trims. They're coming up pretty good. They are not good enough to continue keeping them chrome, so I am blacking them out. There's a couple of things like the little dent right there. And if I keep them chrome, I think they're just not going to look that good. Where solid black, this one hasn't been finished yet. I literally just ran out of spray paint, so I've got to go pick some more up tomorrow. But they're polishing up nice as far as they're cleaning up, and they're relatively in good shape, but not good enough condition to keep the chrome. So they're going black. These are the two pieces that run around the, I don't know, the front top window section. I don't know the names of these things, but any hoodies. They've come up pretty good. I'm pretty happy with them. This is a satin black, not full gloss. And I don't really want full gloss just because I want it to kind of disappear into the car a bit. Chrome is good for keeping it standing out. Satin black's a little bit better just for, blacking out the chrome areas. And I also did receive this piece, which is awesome. I might black out the front window trim, I might not. So yeah, these are the two pieces I made black. And they will continue going up in there, and then also the trim right around. So I have to repair all these bits. It's going to be fun. But yeah, they're just gross. So still not sure if I want to make this black or not. I'll probably keep it chrome. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, big job. I've got to do all the rest now. This side and that side. I've only done 2 pieces completed. So a few more to go. I do like that chrome bumper though. And I did fit in my little front lip. I'll paint that white after I finish sorting out my intercooler and radiator. But for now it fits, and that's the main thing, so it can sit there for a while. Oh well, back to painting the chrome strips. Alright, so now we have some more black trim pieces, which seem to be coming up okay. This one actually knocked over, so I just had to touch it up, but it was right in the middle, and yep, it's fine. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing this all blacked out. I know some people might not like the whole idea of removing the the chrome of the car, because they do look good in chrome, but this is just not good enough for me to keep chrome, so black it is. There is a guy in Brisbane that has a full set of chrome trims for the car, probably valued at about $500, and they are in very good condition, and I was considering buying them, but I've now got all the pieces and I'm going to give it a go black, and if I ever want to go back, then I will pick up a full chrome set. But we'll give it a go first. Well, I'm sure I'm boring you with all this sanding and painting, so I'm going to get this done, and hopefully next you see, I don't know, something a bit more exciting maybe, hey? Because even I'm boring myself. But anyway, we shall see. Alrighty, so I've got a quick mock-up. They're all sticky wet still, so I can't really touch them very much, of the blackout chrome piece on the window. Ignore that, because it's not together. But yeah, definitely blacks out that whole side. That with the GT stripes, when the tyres are, well, when I put new tyres on it, they're no longer white. Possibly black door handle, black mirrors. I think it's going to look pretty beast. Full black interior as well, and the windows will be very dark. Very, very dark tint. But it's come up pretty good. I'm happy with the job I used. Stop beeping at me. Okay, alright, oops, unplug the internet. It's come up really good. The paint I'm using is Rust-Oleum. And they didn't have satin black in the shop, so I've had to respray it gloss black, but whatever. It's a paint and primer in one, so instead of having to go to my effort of using, wherever it is up there, etch primer first, this seems to do the job. And they're only chrome surrounds. Hopefully the paint holds up and I don't get much chipping.